I'm live. Can't forget those tonight. All right, just got to set stuff up. Oh, guinea pig gets a haircut. Checking sound. Sounds good. All right, thank you, sweetheart. All right, now I gotta edit stuff. I wasn't as prepared as I thought I was. Oh, I don't know why it does that. I'm gonna have to revamp that whole thing. Okay, that looks good. Playlists, art, live. Okay. All right, and Twitter. All right. So shut the play back down. Okay. So, I took a hiatus for a while, and I am back tonight. I'm gonna paint for a couple of hours and just kind of relax and chill out a little bit. So I got the rose ears going on. It looks like I have bad makeup. For anyone who's watching this later, I had an allergic reaction or something happened, so my whole mouth is just the lips. I look like I had bad injections or something going on. So that's the tale behind that. So today I'm bringing out the glass paints again, and we're going to just paint on glass. So now let's get on with it, shall we? Gonna flip the camera around here. I knew I had it the other way for a reason. Oh shoot, how do I fix this now? I wonder if it'll let me flip the phone over. I was in StreamYard, so it didn't quite work the other direction. Nope, I have to rotate the device back. Thank you, YouTube. Sorry for the camera quaking. Well, that'll teach me. So I'm going to have to go from a different angle with it today. But anyway, Santa Claus is done. Let's shed some light on Mr. Claus here. There we go. So Santa got glazed. Woohoo! And he turned out pretty good. I was a little disappointed because the room was cold, so some of the glaze actually crackled, but it just kind of gives him a little antique going on there. I have better pictures. I did record the entire process from the last live stream on the stuff that I didn't have finished on the last live stream is in a video. I am putting that together and I will upload that. I'm also going to be uploading the artwork that I did from 2019. So he'll be in that as well. But For anyone who's curious, there he is, and he came out pretty good, so I'm pleased. I'll set him back there. And so the paints I'm using today are the Deco Art Gloss Enamels. And these are fired in the oven. They're multi-surface. And they can be top rack dishwasher safe once they're fired. You have to cure them for a few days and then fire them in the oven. Some of the risks you run into, of course, with firing glassware in the oven is that if you don't follow the process exactly and don't let the glass cool properly and slowly, you can have the glass burst. Mason jars seem to do okay with it, and haven't had any trouble with that. But it seems to work. They do say that it's top rack dishwasher safe. That's a hit or a miss. I wouldn't actually quote that. You still probably want to gently wash these by hand. That's what I'm finding out. And one of the bottles I'm going to be working on is this one here, which was previously painted by somebody else. Someone had bought this and they've had it in and out of the dishwasher for Christmas, and the designs did not stay on, so I had to go and scratch them off with a razor blade today and then take some turpentine and clean off the glass as good as I could. But I'll be painting over some of this extra stuff here. That's going to have a Christmas design on it. And if I get any further, I've got some other bottles that I'm going to do some seasonal designs for the same people. So that's what we got. So I kind of want to do the candle and the pine bow thing here. So I think that's where we're going to start. Make sure I thought I had red. I don't have red. I don't have red. Already I'm having issues. Well, I'll have to do a white candle. I thought I had red. I wonder if that disappeared someplace in my stash. So we won't do red today, so my plans until I get red, I can't do a American flag on the one seasonal bottle. Oh well, crap. Crap. That doesn't work. Alright, so let's start with a little white, a little brown for shading. Get the body of the candle first. I thought I had red. That's gonna bug me now. Just locked myself out of an entire color. That's not right. No, those ones are for leather. Oh, well, that's gonna just bug me now. Doggone it. Not fair. Next time I know to change the orientation of my camera before I start the live stream. Okay. Now what I've always done is burning candles just never really have a nice perfect shape to them. There's always going to be a little bit of bumps and interesting points on them if you've got one that is starting to melt. So we're going to kind of fake that a little bit. It's kind of fun with this paint because you can play around and mimic a texture just a little. So that's kind of nice to deal with. And I'm really sorry that this is going to be so hard to see today. This isn't working out so well. There, that's a little better. Angle the camera just a little bit. Zoom in so you can see a little more. All right. So let's switch over to a smaller brush. I'm doing the candle first. I mean, I can do some pine behind it, I think is what I'm going to do, and then the flame over top so the pine comes through the flame. But I wanted to at least get the candle itself started. In painting like this, you want to start with the background, or things that are going to be further behind first. And so what's going to be happening here is that there's going to be more pine and stuff coming along the front of the candle. I'll be shading a little here. I'm painting at a really weird angle, so I'm hoping I'm going to get these proportions right. I don't want to restart this live stream. All right. It's been a while since I've done these paints. I've worked more with the wedding glasses last time, and that was it. And they will stay a little wet for a while. Unlike painting on the resin. I sworn I had that red somewhere. Boy, that makes me mad. Do a little bit of yellow because we are going to have a little bit of glow from the flame. Put a little highlight in here too. Look at this a minute. The people I've been doing these for will take these olive oil bottles, and they have soap dispenser tops for them as well as olive oil dispenser tops. So depending on what they want to do, they'll put soap in these and use them for family members and stuff to get hand soap and stuff out of, or dishwash, you know, hand dish soap. Things like that. There, so we have a very messy rectangle. A terrible rectangle. All right. So, oh, that's right. This doesn't have dark green either. We'll have to mix some dark green. So I forgot I was a little limited on these colors. Pines, of course, can be a little bit varying on their shades of greens. So I want to, you can find them where they have really dark blue needles. You can find them where they've got, you know, super pale ones. I want to go in between. Actually, let me grab the brown first. Just enough for a hint. Since I'm sitting here by myself, I'm going to put a little tunes on. All the music, the links are in the description. Don't know if you guys will be able to hear it, but I can. Oops. I used to be obsessed with painting these things and drawing Christmas candles and lit candles and everything. I think in high school I just had one of those weird obsession things happen. And when Malachi Martin was still alive, every year for Christmas, you know, he'd send me a letter or something, or, you know, just send me a quick message, and I'd send him either a little Christmas ornament or something that I hand painted, and or cards that always had like a candle on them. Oh, good. Music is coming through. And so I always said that I, you know, was doing a candle to light his way. That one I kind of screwed up, although I like it being a little longer. Sorry, I'm trying to see what I'm painting, and it's really hard. Let me see if I can move this again. Fix this a little better. Come on. That's a little better. Not the best lighting tonight. I apologize. So I'm a little behind on the Christmas stuff yet. I still have a few gifts to wrap. Some still haven't shown up. And still some people to bring stuff to as well. Nothing major for anybody, but just still some cool fun stuff. Especially for kids I used to take care of that, you know, don't need nursing anymore and stuff like that. like to keep in touch with people, which is kind of one of those special things in home care you're kind of able to do, even though the boards of nursing generally frown on that, but they don't have any super guidelines for home care nurses when it comes to that sort of thing, because home care is such a different beast. Heard of Big Brother and the Holding Company play Hall of the Mountain King? No, I haven't. I just grabbed music off of YouTube's free stuff so I didn't have to deal with the, you know, getting copyright strikes or anything. And hello again, Mudbrooker. I've been wanting to do a Christmas candle on this bottle and realized I think I never had any red paint. I don't know. I actually don't recall using red paint last time I did the wedding bottles either. Oh yeah, I'd love that. I think I have a version of Hall of the Mountain King on here too in the YouTube free stuff. And I'm sorry about the weird painting angle, Mudbrooker. After doing the StreamYards thing, the camera kind of locked into the one position, so when I tried to start the live stream, it wouldn't let me switch the camera. And I didn't feel like restarting the whole thing because I'm lazy tonight. Mudbrooker, the provider of kitten kettles. Well, that looks cool though. I like that. I really like that. Yeah, we had a wedding at Trollhagen for our wedding music. The violinist had a blast playing it too, because that's something that he never really got asked to do before. So we had a guy that is one of the violinists for the Duluth Symphony Orchestra, and he was my son's second violin teacher, and the guy is fantastic. Okay, so I think the next thing I need to do is kind of do a base for this candle before I do any more pine. I can't believe I don't have red. Now this is gonna bug me. Regular acrylic. That's glitter. We don't want glitter. I know why. Because the red I had ordered was a metallic paint. It wasn't the glass paint. That's why I don't have any. Because last time I was using it, it was metallic. So what do I do? Have to add the red berries later on. Hi, Cheeky Chica. Happy New Year. No, hubby, I have to order it from Amazon because you can't find it at the stores. I don't know if Dick Blick would have it. So I have to find it on Amazon. I know Michael's doesn't have it because it's that specialty paint. Do I want to do that first? Yeah. So this green up here is going to have to dry before I can layer over the flame. But I can at least lay that in right now. Okay. And add a little bit more shading right in here. Okay. Right. Hey, stick people are fun. And I know you've been having fun with stick people. I just want to look up something. I just want to see something. Yeah, most of the Christmas candles, they don't really show the holder. Huh. Yeah, I really need red for this though. This has me a little irritated. Well, let's see. So if I do some more pine down here and then some holly over it and then do holly patterns around the whole thing, I think that might work out okay. Oh, this is going to be a lot of pine branches. And I'm not too worried about having this be too consistent. Because this branch is going to be behind some holly coming from this way, I think. It'll be behind the holly on here. And let's throw a little bit of pine down here. Okay. All right. Oh, that's fun. That is so fun. Nice. Thank you, Mudbrooker. Yeah, cheeky. I like to cook with cast iron. Especially if you're anemic, it does help because whatever metal you're going to be using kind of leaches a little bit into the food, which is why I don't use aluminum for that. But a cast iron, of course, is going to give you a little bit more iron into the food. And I just love being able to like do something on the stove top and then, you know, just take the whole pan and shove it in the oven. Just really, really handy. All right. Such an awkward angle. These aren't perfect needles. I'm not worrying about it. As long as they look pretty with the soap in them, that's all that matters. So you're always going to have a little bit of see-through on the glass. Boy, this is an awkward angle. Here we go. I don't know how much you guys can see of what I'm doing here. Next live stream, I'll get the camera in the right spot. I had it so perfect, and then it just, this time I goofed. Oh, nice, Cheeky. I have a 4-quart kettle, and I gotta figure out where the lid went for that, because it has a lid someplace. No clue where. It was something I had found at a garage sale and need to restore that. Make sure I mix the same colors so I can at least get the same base tones on the pine needles. Yeah, because of the angle, these pine needles are coming out a little bit more cattywampus than I had wanted. Doggone it, now it's not adhering. It's coming around this corner that's giving me the buggers here. Sorry, this rack is in the way. see if I can get my arm in here. This is going to be one of those things where I'm irritated by the end of this. Kind of ran into that with those wedding flowers on the other bottles. Some things just were not cooperating. I think what I might do later on is do another layer of needles on here. Hey, baby Jane, welcome. Yeah, I know I have the lid someplace, Mudbrooker. I just don't remember what box I stuck it in when we moved last time. I never identified some of my cast iron pieces. I got them from hubby's grandmother, so I just love using them. I didn't know there was, you know, that cast iron was a collectible thing, you know. Oh, good. I thought I screwed that up. I touched it with my finger over there. Oh, that would have been messy. But at this stage, this stuff scrapes right off. Might go as far as doing ribbons or something up there when I have some red paint. Oh, thank you, Cheeky. Yeah, we do have some nice Nordic ware bakery pieces. Hubby does collect those. Baking is a fun thing around here. I don't bake. Well, and cast iron's like immortal, you know, it takes a lot to be able to wreck it. You know, I mean, yeah, some of it needs to be restored, but you can still cook with the stuff after, you know, 100 years or better, you know, so people are just getting more into things that remind them of home and the country and stuff like that, since there's so much of that we've lost over the last, I don't know, 30 years. The small farms going away and stuff like that. Cast iron is just a blast from the past, you know. Everybody's grandmother or great-grandmother had it. Yeah. I know if I ever host a large ritual here or something, the kettle might end up becoming a usable cauldron just for a nice, beautiful centerpiece or something, but yeah, because of the possible lead, we don't want to use that one. Oh yeah, cheeky when my kids would scream, "Oh God, Mom, no," if I said I was going to bake a cake. Absolute nightmare. Though I want to learn to bake, I want to do sourdough bread again because I like sourdough. I think most of it is I'm having to get over my fear of baking. Okay. Yeah, I think Redneck Hippie's talking about the sealing the cast iron. Yeah, cooking is like my thing. And it's like some of the stuff I want to do, I want to learn to make really good, authentic sushi. And sashimi, and I'd like to also learn to make beef Wellington. No, I'm not preparing to go on MasterChef. It's just things I want to do. So, you know, when I watch those shows, I do pay a lot of attention to what they're doing. So it does give me ideas. And I tend to utilize them. But right now, like, we've got my in-laws brought over a turkey for us. And so we have a huge turkey thawing in the fridge right now. I'm planning on actually cooking that Tuesday. And I love making Thanksgiving dinner. So we're gonna have turkey and stuff, and it's just one of those things that just relaxes me. You know, the house ends up smelling amazing, and it's just, for some reason, it's like my comfort just to make it, you know. And then, of course, eating it afterward, too, is pretty good. And so it's real easy to make just decent pine needles if you just go and do a little brown line and then start doing green streaks. One way and the other, you can actually make some pretty decent pine branches. The glass here, this is a special paint by Deco Art. It's gloss enamels. This cures for about 3 days. I just leave it sit and then fire the whole thing in the oven. And it takes about a half hour to fire, and you start with a cold oven and let the oven heat up with the glass already in there, and then you let it cool all the way down after the glass has been sitting in the heat for about 20 minutes. And it seals the paint to the glass pretty well. It'll handle the top rack dishwasher. Oh, yeah, but that's... Sometimes, though, if I'm using regular acrylic paints, I'll take, like, different glazes, like crackle glazes and stuff, and seal over top of it. But these bottles are actually going to be used in somebody's household, so I'm just doing the glass paints. Let's get a little more yellow. Oh. I didn't watch the portable soup video yet. I have to do that myself. I still want to do the pantry challenge. I never got to doing that, but Mudbrooker, now you know why, because I can't bake. I have to figure out what to do with those ingredients. But I did not forget. I love potatoes. All right. So now I'm just going to do the general shape for holly leaves. Tried to make them a little bit lighter in color. And these I'm going to pile on the paint a little thicker. So this may take a couple layers. Which I'll have to do the second layer after it's dried fully. Boy, my migraine never went away. Eek. Holly leaves are a little smoother, so I'm going to try to go a little smoother with this. Hard to do in this glass paint. It likes to kind of just not sit very well. Sometimes takes a couple coats to get this to work right. It's not cooperating. That is going to need a second coat. That's pretty terrible. Yeah, it is. The gloss Deco Art gloss enamels for glass and ceramic. You want to do a little bit of detail line, but you don't want it heavy. But considering I'm probably going to have to do this again with a second coat. Yeah. I really wish I had red. I'm just really annoyed. don't know what it is about holly leaves that I've always enjoyed drawing them, painting them, coloring them. This is definitely going to need a second coat on those. That'll be another live stream sometime this week. Looks like I'm off on Monday, so I might be able to do one on Tuesday, but I just want to make sure that's confirmed. I wasn't supposed to be off. I was supposed to be working, but somebody's in the hospital, so looks like I'm off. Have a good dinner, Cheeky. Oh. Sorry, I had to get a drink here. I actually think that might be pretty decent. I was going to do more holly, but I kind of like the amount of pine here. It seems to be working out really well. But I want to get another piece of holly right here. I'm just going to shape that one in. This is going to need a lot of touching up on the next coat. This is a lot easier to do with acrylics on regular canvas. I wanted to do a 4th of July bottle, but it's looking like since I don't have red, that's gonna be hard to do. I'm just looking in the light. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. All right, so a little yellow, a little brown. About candles and doing a painting like this is fairly easy. You just remember you're kind of doing 3 points with a holly. You know, the candle is just make a rough rectangle. You got a little curl for your wick. The branches are easy. A decent looking candle holder is not bad either. You don't have to have them be completely perfect. And especially on glass, it's hard because this paint does not always like to blend. Paint's a little tricky. Which is where most of the time when you see these painted glass where there's not a lot of shading, there's not a lot of stuff, it's just pretty much straightforward, flat colors. But one of the things I used to like to do with these, and again I'm working on the corner of the bottle so it's going to be a little tricky, to do just a decent simple handle. I'm going to start at the middle of where your loop is going to be, your scroll. And this, with this glass paint, I'm going to have to go over a couple times. And again, I'm trying to go around the corner too, which is making it harder. If you have any practice with cursive, the scroll is going to be pretty easy to do. And all I'm doing is making a holder for the candle. And again, just like some of the other paint, I'm going to have to go over this again later. Nature of the glass paint. So there, you just have a simple holder in there. Nobody's any the wiser. Yeah, I have. Mainly Christmas ornaments I've painted from the inside. I just couldn't justify buying the curved brushes to do it. Okay, am I still running? Am I still here? Do I still have camera? I can't zoom it out. Yeah, sorry guys, my daughter had just called. Like I said, I'm doing this all on my phone. Sorry. You guys get a view of the mess for a moment. I really wish I hadn't messed with StreamYard on this phone earlier. I can't fix this. Oh, hey, that's a little better. Oh, great. Oh, shoot. Come on, phone. We try flipping the camera. All right. That's not working. Well, looks like this is an hour stream. Because I am now frustrated. Oh, okay, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not restarting tonight. Because I gotta work tonight anyway. I'm just gonna let this layer dry, and then Tuesday we'll tackle some more. Hopefully I'll find my red paint if I have any. So, yeah, this just kind of irritated me, and with my migraine, yeah, this isn't fun. Not when I get annoyed. Alright, so thank you for popping in, you guys. I'm sorry about it, and I'm sorry for cutting it short, but I'll talk to everybody later. Have a good night. Blessed be everyone. Abort! Abort!